Thanks so much for watching AM Northwest this morning. Here with a happy art project, simple enough to do with your kids. We welcome back professional artist Elida Field. Always good to see you.
Hey, it's so great to see you.
And I love you say simple enough to do with kids because we're going to teach you, Helen.
You're right.
So
no,
let's do
you're
it.
good.
All
You're
right,
good.
Let's show these off because these are really pretty. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, they are. They're beautiful, and that's the thing is that with these gelatos, or if you get water-soluble oil pastels,
right,
you can use then some water to kind of move the pastels around.
Right.
Now this one was done with just regular pastels. So if you just want
chalk pastels.
not chalk pastels, regular oil pastels.
Okay.
So there is a difference between
Totally.
regular oil pastels
and
then water-soluble pastels.
Oh.
Yes, oil pastels. So they're very different because this one you can use water, this one you can't.
Okay.
Okay?
Gotcha.
But these are cheaper. If you're just going to go grab a little box of these, you can get them for $3 or $4 at the art supply store. So either one can work.
All right.
All right, but we're going to use gelatos just because.
Oh yeah, we like gelatos.
Yeah, we like gelatos. So and they're so yummy and really kind of soft and easy. So the first thing you want to think about is what color you want to do your butterfly.
What color? I love the cobalt blue in there.
Okay, so if you're going to go with cool colors, which is your blues and your greens, purples, then you kind of want to think about your background being a warm color, just to give it to offset
just like you did here with the pink. Okay.
So get just a cool color, maybe a blue, and I'll go opposite. I'll go warm colors because my favorite is red.
Okay.
Okay, and then these gelatos kind of spin up like a lipstick. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You got it? Okay, so we're gonna start in the middle. So the first thing I do is I draw my whole butterfly out.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna start in the middle with a little circle about the size of a dime or a nickel.
Okay.
It depends on how big you want your little head of your guy to be. And then we're gonna do another little curved line that's gonna come down and connect back up to my little circle.
Oh gosh, okay.
Got it? And another one, it's gonna have a little point at the bottom. So it's gonna come down and go all the way down, have a little point, and come all the way back up. And it's kind of hard because these gelatos are like, you know, not perfectly, you know, they're flat on the top.
Right.
And then we're going to go from right at the base of the circle. I'm going to do a big curve line, however big I want my wing to go.
Okay.
Now, the thing you have to remember is whatever you do, because they're symmetrical, you have to do whatever you do on one side, we have to do.
Part.
I know.
That's the tough part.
I've noticed my wings are a little off.
Yeah.
Like one's a little bigger than the other, and I'm like, I don't know if that's from personal experience, but I'm thinking it is. So next curved line, go all the way up. Not everything is symmetrical. It's supposed to be symmetrical, so we could have a little off wing. And then another curved line is going to come down, and it's going to come back to my body here in the middle.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to do the same thing over here. And here's the thing, if you don't like your line, you can, you know, draw
Move it around,
Yep. And we're going to make the bottom wing is going to come from there, and it's going to come out, and it's going to come back up and come around. Beautiful. And another come back up and around. Okay, now you can decide on your pattern. So I'm going to just make kind of a little inside kind of pattern here, a little heart kind of a deal over here. And you can do whatever pattern you want to. Maybe you want circles, maybe you want little dots, but you kind of create how you want those little patterns to look. Okay? Beautiful. Now we're going to start with my darkest one first. I'm going to start on the inside. So I'm going to go in and kind of fill this in like this. Like so.
Pretty easy, yeah.
Yeah, and they're really smooth because that's the thing with gelatos.
And you're right, it kind of feels like you're working with a lipstick.
It does. It's kind of that, you know, it's real soft. And then we're going to just keep grabbing more colors. So if I'm going with warms, I'm going to go in maybe with my orange, and I'm going to layer over the top. So if I do that one, do you see how I'm going to kind of go over the top like this?
That's pretty.
And then the same thing, go over the top on my next one, over the top.
Okay.
And we keep filling in our little patterns, however those are going to go. Okay, now I can go in then also for the body, think about where your light source is going to be. So if my light source was coming from here, then I'd want this side to be a little bit darker.
Sure.
So I would go in like with my darker, maybe I'd go in with my darker red on this side, and then I'll come back in with a little bit lighter on my other side. I'm going to go in with some yellow.
I see what you're saying.
Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going to kind of come in here so that it's going to look a little bit more like it's got a little bit of a shadow.
Right.
And you can use your finger. I mean, it's really easy to like move this around like this. You can use your finger. You can also, because I wanted to show you how you can do this with water too, because it's so smooth. So if I came in with, I'm going to go in with some yellow in here, but let's say I wanted to blend some of this out, and I was like, okay, this looks pretty good. I'm ready to blend some of these colors out. Then I can come in, and we'll just try this with our water. We won't probably finish, but just so that you guys can know how to do it, okay? So we're gonna get a little bit of water, and we're gonna come in with our water and just watch how it turns into almost like a watercolor.
Wow.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
It's like magic. So it's kind of a fun thing to do because then it blurs these edges a little bit. Maybe it gives a little bit of color, even along my side, like along this little edge. It gives this beautiful, you know, watercolor
While
effect.
I'm working on this one, oops, that's not coming out.
Is that one not working?
That's all right. While I'm doing this, tell me about, let's see here.
Try this one.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
That makes a big difference, right?
Honey.
I like this. She's so resourceful. She's like, I will dig into this lipstick.
I'm trying.
You know what? I'll get a little color.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
You got it?
Yeah.
See, starts filling in. And it depends on how airy that you want it to be.
Right.
So you can really make it more like where it shows or not as much. The last thing, you'll want to do still like your background color after you get this all filled in. So I'd come back in, like for instance, since I did reds and yellows, I'd come back in maybe over here with my blues to start filling in my background. The last thing you'd want to do is add like your antennas and any other details on your butterfly.
Save the little stuff for later.
Yeah, save the little stuff for later. So block in all your colors first.
Thank you so much. Love this.
Welcome.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away. I like doing this. This is fun.
I know.